Fifth Super Drive. Hey, they gay for that, y'all. That's what they do. And that's what they do with me. I swear, I'm just in there talking, and my phone said, your phone is overheated. Like, what? Like, every time, you feel me? Like, every time we finna get deep, we ain't even start getting deep yet. We only on contemporary history. You feel me? And they just shut us off. You feel me? Crazy. Talking about my phone had got hot. They be, man, hey. That's what they be on. Hold on. They be on, y'all. But look, man, we gonna keep it going. We ain't even gonna play with them, y'all. They'll be want you. Hey, look, when y'all see them shut the phone off, y'all gotta know this shit real. Cause see, I'm just finna connect the dots for y'all. I was just finna connect the dots. You see what I'm saying? We tiptoeing through history. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, we finna get to the fun part and shit. You feel me? We tiptoeing through history. We trying to find out what history is. Now, right when we finna start connecting dots, they wanna phone overheated. Since when? I ain't never got no message saying my phone overheated, and it ain't on the charger. My phone was not on the charger, y'all. Talking about it overheated. What? Well, thank you. Hey, just heavy in the building, y'all. We hit 33, we gone. Master number. Dang, we 34, we gone, y'all. We right back at it, man. Shed a live, start a watch party, man. Do something with yourself. You feel me? I don't know what they on with us, gods and goddesses. They don't want y'all to get it. It's all good. It's all good, family. It's all good. We right back. Let's go. Agents, definitely agents. Let's go. We right back. Shed a live. So this is what I need y'all to do. When them agents do that, you know what y'all do? Y'all shut the hell out this live and y'all watch party they ass to death. When they play them type of games, that's how we get back at them. We got to get back at them as one, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to shut a live and watch party they ass to death. That's how y'all do them. Y'all hear me? That's how you do them. All right? So hold on. Let's stay focused, man. We was finna get too deep, y'all. They ain't want y'all to. All right? So we was connecting dots. We was right here on contemporary history. All right? We was on contemporary history, people. Hold on. Yeah, we was on contemporary. I don't even know what the point. Okay, here we go. We was on contemporary history. All right. So I was explaining how they ushered in all these things, other weapons, all right, to hurt us in their history religion spell, and why they did it, why they sped up, why the desperation all of a sudden. After 1945, they got real desperate. You see what I'm saying? It became a desperation, people. Also, they like cutting the lives, like I be telling y'all. They be blocking the live button sometimes. So that's why we need to get the YouTube to 1,000 subscribers, y'all. Let me pin the channel real quick. Hold on. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, y'all, for more information. Let me pin it. You feel me? Let me pin it. Because they like doing this, y'all. I be telling y'all this. Anytime they shutting shit down, that's how y'all know it's real. Alright? So let's stay focused, though. Alright, so what is contemporary history and how long did it last? Alright, that's what we was just on. So we know. Let's stay focused. Let's keep going. Now, who is the father of history? Now, remember, people, this is his motherfucking version of the story. We ain't got to our version yet. We are still on his version right now. And I'm noticing as we keep going through his version and shit, I'm only seeing white faces. You know what I'm saying? And now when we go to find out this word history, okay, who is the father of history? Here we go again. Who the fuck is that guy? Because he don't look like me. He don't look like me. And he don't look like you. Let me show him y'all again, right? Now, this is what they teaching us in school. Let's pay attention to the words. In school, they teaching us, they taught our parents. First, they taught our grandparents. Wait. They taught our great-grandparents. Then they taught our grandparents. Then they taught our parents. Then they taught us. And now they're teaching our kids about history, right? They're teaching our kids about history, right? Okay, so we going through history and we only seeing white faces thus far. And we can't say that don't mean nothing. Because now we want to find out who is the father of history. And once again, who do we get? Who do we get? You can tell that is a Caucasian male. Is it or is it not? It is. Herodotus. They call Herodotus, or Herodotus, however he want to pronounce his name, it don't fucking matter because they lying about his bitch ass anyway. You see what I'm saying? Whoever want to jump, that ain't how you articulate. Whoever want to jump in here talking shit, that ain't how you enunciate his name. I went to the University of Harvard. It's Herodotus. I don't give a fuck what the bitch ass nigga name is because they lying about his whole ass to begin with. Alright, so that's the main fact that needs to be pointed out. But see, they got us so brainwashed. Motherfucker, when they got their little degree and they'll see that and be like, he can't even enunciate it the correct way. Let me exit the live. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? Goofball shit. You feel me? Like straight goofball shit as opposed to looking at the big picture. It don't even matter how you pronounce his whole ass name because that's clearly a Caucasian male who they saying is the father of history. Now let's go to Wikipedia, and look up, you know, who the fuck Herodotus was. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So he the father of history. You know what I'm saying? Fuck they talking about. But see, when you research y'all, this what it do. You see, I know this already. It's just, you know, It's just, you know, when you go through it, y'all, it's emotional, man. It's an emotional roller coaster for me, family. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Be an emotional roller coaster for me. I just be being myself, y'all. You know, I can't be nobody else. You feel me? Let's click on him, man. Cause see, I don't like the bullshit. I ain't got time for bullshit today. We didn't come to fuck around. We talking about history. We talking about the basis from which a person gets their whole aura from. You know, your history, right? You can't know where you're going if you don't know where you came from, right? Herodotus. Let them tell it he was born 484 C, 425 BC, 484 BC to 425 BC, whatever. That's bullshit. Let's just stay focused on, that's how they lose you. You see what I'm saying? Let's stay focused on the bigger picture to him. He was an ancient Greek. We back at them Greeks. We back at them fucking Greeks who I told you sat down with us, with our ancestors, with us. The Greeks was Caucasians. They were Spaniards. Let's say what they was, for those who don't know who the Greeks were. So Herodotus was an ancient Greek historian who was born in the Persian Empire. He is known for having written the book, The Histories, all right, which is on the origins of the Greco-Persian Wars. He is widely considered to have been the first writer to have treated historical subjects using a method of systematic investigation. I wonder what motherfucking investigating his ass did, because he can't tell me shit about my ancestors, period. I don't care what you talking about. See, you're not going to just get past me with that. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to go over me or under me with that. You see what I'm saying? You're going to go around me. You're not going to go over. You get what I'm saying? We can't let them go over us or under us or around. Because if them bitches can, they will. Like they just tried to pull it quick. Like just by saying he the father of history. You go look him up because you're trying to find out about history, right? Now, who was the father? Who's they attributing this to? They're attributing history to a Caucasian male from Greece, Herodotus. All right? And they saying that he is widely considered to have been the first writer to have written about historical subjects using a method of systematic investigation, specifically by collecting his materials and then critically arranging them into his historiographic narratives. On account of this, he is often referred to as the father of history, a title conferred on him by the 1st century BC Roman orator Cicero. The Romans was Caucasians. Cause see, I gotta help y'all understand pigmentation and how important it is. Okay? Alright? The Romans were Caucasians. Just like people in ancient Greece were Caucasian. Because that's as far back as their history is gonna go. Their history goes no further than Greece. Greece and Rome. On up to now. And we already just looked at that when we've been breaking down history, right? We've been breaking down history class. And when we got the history, all right, is history not considered ancient, medieval, and modern times? Is that not history? Is this not history? And when we got to medieval times, all right, is this not the period when our whole social structure was created that we still abide by today? Isn't this the time period when they created religion and went on the Crusade Wars and all that shit? Yeah, all that came during the medieval times, all right? All that came during the medieval times, all right? Period. During the medieval times, period. Now let's get back here. Now, somebody like the Greeks was black. No, God, they was not black. Do not attribute your forefathers with none of these European Caucasians. No, they was not. The Greeks were white. The Romans were white. What they did was they sat down with your black ass ancestors and wrote about what they seen them doing, and then credited the story to their goddamn self and wrote it instead as Greek mythology and Roman history. All right. And you might only know about ancient Kemet, but we go way deeper than that, God. So just stay in class and pay attention. All right. Don't jump in here teaching me nothing they taught you. I know what they taught you. You in here to learn, God. You feel me? I don't mind no questions being asked, but don't be blurting out ignorant outbursts. You know, trying to poison the minds of those in here trying to enlighten themselves. All right. That ain't the truth, God. I can't let it run in a university like that. You feel me? We can't do all that. Certain comments catch my eye, and yours was just caught. All right. The Greeks were Spaniards. All right, the Greeks were Spaniards who wrote about what they saw us blacks doing, the ancestors doing, God. That's what it was, okay? But the ancient Greeks were white. They white. Ancient Greek, we can click on it. You want to click on it? You want to click? You know what I'm saying? We can click. I don't mind clicking. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Wasn't nobody not when they set up this land, they called it Greece. When they called that Greece, God, that made that comment. When they called that Greece, Darren, peace, God, Darren. When they called that Greece, God, you know, I know why you said that, but check game. When they was calling that Greece, we had already fallen. They was already colonizing everything. We had already failed. You get what I'm saying? So, of course, the ancient people that was on that land before them was definitely black, but don't say the ancient Greeks were black. No, Greeks and the Romans were white people. You feel me? Now, the people that was on the land before the Greeks and the Romans, you right, they was us. That's the point we making today. You feel me? We decoding all the historical bullshit. So you right, God, on that, but you want to correct your lingo because you can lose yourself. Like the technology, you see what I'm saying? The Greeks were black, and Greek and us don't even go together. We not even black, all right? The scientific name for black is deaf and pale. Right? The scientific meaning of pale is black. So all of that is tricknology that I got for other lectures, and I'll break down for you. You know, I'll feel free to build with you on that, guy, but just keep tuning in. Let's stay focused, though, class. All right? So we right here, class. This is where we at. We still on Herodotus, all right? And they saying that he was the father of history. So don't let that go over your skull. Don't let that go over your motherfucking skull cap, all right? Period. That they are attributing history to a Caucasian male named Herodotus. He's the father of history. Let them tell it. That ain't what I'm saying, and I'm being racist. And I'm being racist. For those who's like, he been racist. I'm being racist, but y'all saying that Herodotus is the father of history when you motherfuckers know that y'all sat down, Herodotus with his lying ass, sat down and studied from us and learned from us and wrote about it. Matter of fact, y'all don't even know how to write. Who taught y'all how to write? We did. So why are y'all lying to the people, to blacks and Latinos, and telling them that Herodotus was the father of history? How, Sway? How? If we living in a true society of 2020 and we're living righteously, right, and we all free, why is this lie being still out here? Because when you Google who is the father of history, that's what it still says today, motherfucker. This ain't yesterday. I ain't talking about 1980. I ain't talking about 92. I'm talking about today. Fuck. When you Google right now, Herodotus, 2020, okay, does it not say that on this account, he is often referred to as the father of history? Him? I feel like goddamn it, motherfucking Soldier Boy. You feel me? Him? You know what I'm saying? Like for real, like him. So this the nigga that wrote all our history. This straight nose, this straight hair, he the father of history. We created y'all, but Herodotus is the father of history. Oh no, see, we just now finna tap into the history spell. Oh no, we just now finna touch, cause see, we ain't started the class yet, really, y'all. We just been going through history and what they saying history is. Okay? And if you thought we was gonna leave the class with only saying what their history was and not get to it and break it down, no. That ain't what we came to do. We gonna leave that to your church. If you wanna be lied to, go to church. If you wanna be lied to, believe in the school system. If you wanna continue to be lied to, go vote and believe in all your politicians who's out here molesting your children and eating them and kidnapping them. Go ahead, vote for them. Go ahead and vote for all them reptilian motherfucking shapeshifters. Go ahead and keep believing in their religions. Keep having faith in their nuclear weapons. Keep thinking you're a citizen of their republic. All right? Keep staying blind. All right? But we are rising. So you have no choice but to rise and raise in frequency. Facts. Okay? So one need to ask themselves. We talk about this history spell. Herodotus. Yeah, that's where the term hero comes from, right? So when you think of a hero, Herodotus. And hero, this is why they call superheroes. And I keep telling y'all, all the superheroes is about your DNA. And then we know superhero come from the word hero, which comes from who? Herodotus. And Herodotus is attributed as the father of history. He was the first one to write these scriptures. He wrote and witnessed it and wrote about it. He did do that. But it should say Herodotus is the father of human being history. That's what it should say on Wikipedia. And a human being, when you click on human being, it should say Caucasians, Asians, Mexicans, Dravidians, Arabs. That's what it should say. It shouldn't say all of us, okay? But it does. It says if we click on human being right now, y'all got me believing and my people believing that we all human beings. Yes, it does. It does say that, which is why I have to make all these motherfucking PowerPoints now to prove to people that we are not human beings, okay? So this shit isn't light. This isn't light, okay? When you talk about, I know my history, even using that word, history, who's the fucking father of history? Who the first writer of the story? Herodotus, okay? And he wasn't black or Latino, okay? Can't nobody that's not from your pigmentation tell you about you. The ancient Greeks and Roman, these the same people that conquered your people. And they still run the world today. So how can you expect your oppressors to ever tell you the truth about you? And we're talking about this history spell right now. And it's religion spell. Because religion and history go hand in hand, people. I need y'all to listen to me. Not with your ears, with your soul. With your soul. I'm talking to my gods and my goddesses. Those who take the energy that I'm giving you seriously. They attribute, okay? They attribute history to him, y'all. Herodotus, the father. Hold on, let's pull him up. There we go. That's your father, your history right there. There he goes, people. I guess that's y'all father, huh? That's y'all father? That's y'all father, huh? You know your history, huh? You know your history, huh? That's y'all father right there. Yes, you do. You African American, huh? You a Latin American. Yes, you is. You African, ain't you? Yes, you is. You know your history. Yes, you do. There you go right there. Father of history. Hero motherfucking Dotus, baby. Yeah. Right, you sound like a straight smoothie, clown, goofy. See, we use these words to try to make fun of people in society and belittle people when we need to use it for the real us that's not learning. You hit that like, please, for me. For the real us that's not learning ourselves. Asking real questions. How can we talk about history and you telling me that he is the father of history, Herodotus? But look how he looked. So who history can he tell you about? Not yours if you black or Latino, aka the gods. He can't tell you about your history. No, he can't. But this is who you place your faith in when you took American history in high school. This is what we placed our faith in. And still do. When we get grown, do we go back and research? Most of us do not. We just believe what we was taught in school as little ass teenagers and kids who wasn't even thinking. All right? And this is part of this money spell. And you believe that that doesn't matter. How come it don't, Sway? Is he not a white man? All right? And then when we go to ancient history, medieval history, are y'all not showing me white people? Okay? And then when we click on more ancient history, we see white people. When we do see black people, are they not slaves carrying shit? Okay, hold on. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this now. We just can't jump past how they have presented history to us. Is that not a bunch of white motherfuckers with some black people carrying them as slaves? That's what I see when I see history. And when they do show y'all, are they not motherfuckers being knighted? They being crowned? Motherfuckers glowing and shit? Auras that y'all don't even have? Why is it an aura around him when y'all don't even have auras? Y'all not even capable of producing electromagnetic fields around yourselves. I'm talking to these human beings. But on this picture, he getting knighted and shit. He got an aura, hand over his chest, head down. Yeah. But you can't even produce a human being can't even produce an aura or an electromagnetic field. Although they have electricity, they don't have a soul. So this is metaphysical science. This isn't a fact. A fact. This isn't an opinion. Okay? We got to pay attention to the pictures that was presented to us during history when we learned it, now that we grown. Let's look at it, y'all. Let's look at it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. All right? Right. And that falls into civil rights, and we know how that ended, so we don't even have to talk about that. All right? Fake moon landers and shit, because they don't want you to know that they can't leave the planet. All right? And that we from another planet, and that we created this planet as well as them. They don't want you to know that. Fake moon landers. And then when you looking up who is the Herodotus. Okay? Keep that in y'all mind. He's the father of history. Let's keep going. Let them tell it. Now, what races dominate North America in modern history? We talking about modern history now, right? Because that's what we was talking about. Hold on. Before Herodotus, right? We was on contemporary. All right? Modern and contemporary, right? And then today, we need to look at now. That was the past. This is today. What races dominate North America in modern history, people? Blacks. They go a black family. These are your races in North America. Let's stay focused. We finna get deep. Black families. Latino families. Arab families. Asian families. And Caucasian families. Okay? I meant to put Mexican families on there too, but it's enough human being families. It's 3 human being families below that represent the Mexicans too. So we know the Mexicans are part of the human being family, okay? We know that the Latinos and the gods are one race originally, okay? It has been separated and divided against each other, all right? So these are the races: Blacks, Latinos, Caucasians, Asians, and Arabs. Now we know Caucasians, Asians, and Arabs, they all get treated better than Blacks and Latinos. Why, people? Why? Because they are all a part of the human being family, okay? Once again, we know this in our modern history that Caucasians, Asians, and Arabs have always gotten better treatment than quote unquote African Americans and quote unquote Latin Americans. Let's talk about it. We know this to be a fact, people. Let's talk about it, right? And why? Because these families are what? They are all part of the human beings. All right. So even when we have human beings who are saying, hey, I'm not racist, even when we have human beings like, hey, I'm not racist, you guys still have benefited off of this planetary invasion because they have made sure that every one of the species that's a part of the human being chain gets privilege because this is a part of the covenant and the treaty that you human beings made with the reptilians when y'all came and landed and took over. All right? This is a fact. The human beings had something against us because y'all didn't like the fact that Zeus created y'all. All right? So y'all don't allow, y'all turned on Zeus and y'all forever have a grudge against Zeus and y'all forever have one against us. That's what y'all had against us. All right? These reptilian shapeshifters, all right? They've been wanting what we had since before time. They needed the human beings' help. All right? Couldn't do it without. All right? Because they used the human beings to shapeshift into their forms. Okay? So, at the end of the day, all right, this is why we have noticed that in modern history, you will notice that, let's flip it. Let's talk about it. Call everybody that we say human beings, do they not get better treatment? The only ones that get low treatment would be Mexicans. And if you really want to talk about the way Mexicans get treated on a hierarchy level, that is not the same as blacks and what they consider to be your real Latinos. all right, which is your Puerto Ricans, your Cubans, your Dominicans, your Belizeans, your Brazilians, them your real Latinos. Mexicans don't fall up in there, all right? We know who your blacks is, your African Americans and your Africans and your Jamaicans and all that, all right? So let's keep going. Now, what is African American history? Let's talk about it. Let's find out. Let's see what, because this is what they telling you that you're African American, right? And if you think this is not big, how can it not be? Because this is what you proud yourself on, right? A lot of the guys and goddesses proud themselves on feeling like they are African Americans, all right? Because they taught us that, right? That's what they taught us. Yes, they did. What is African American history? That's what they taught us, y'all. Yes, they did. They taught us that. They taught us that. They taught us that we were African Americans in history, okay? This is why right now, you don't believe that you are a God. Because history and religion goes hand in hand. We're going to go through it right now. But they taught us that we are African Americans. So African American history is important. That they told you that you was African American. And they put religion on you to make you believe that if you even say that you're a God, you are going to their hell. Okay? So religion and history go hand in hand. But let's find out what African American history is supposed to be. Okay? So they call us African Americans, right? And we have people that believe, I'm not no God. What are people that is like, I ain't no God. We ain't no gods. Share this live. Bring they ass in here now. You feel me? Because this is strictly for your ass, all right? All my black people, I'm talking to my African Americans right now. That's like, I'm not no God. They don't believe you know God, and you believe that you're African American, okay? We on African American history, and we finna get into African Americans right now. Okay, so African American history is the part of American history. We know y'all ain't no Americans. African American history is the part of American history that looks at the history of African Americans or Black Americans, okay? They say of the 10.7 million Africans who were brought to the Americas by white Europeans into the 1880s, 450,000 were shipped to what is now the United States, okay? This is what they telling you African American history is, okay? So let's read it one more time. One more time. We straight to the point that we got to get on their ass, all right? What is African American history again? African American history is the part of history or the part of American history that looks at the history of African Americans or Black Americans. Of the 10.7 million Africans who were brought to the Americas by white Europeans until the 1880s, 450,000 were shipped to what is now the United States. Okay? And then they're going to get to going into all about story about the Middle Passage, and y'all can research all that on your own. Y'all already heard the goddamn bullshit story anyway. Okay? Y'all know the story because right now, if you didn't know the story, you wouldn't be calling yourself African American. Okay, so you know the story. You know the story, okay? So, all right. So we know, hold on. We still on history. Let's stay focused. We know from what they telling us that African American history, all right? African American history is nothing more than the history of enslaved people that came from Africa. That's what they basically telling you, right? And they say out of the 10.7 million, 450 was sent to the United States. So basically, they telling you that African American history is nothing more than when they came and enslaved your people during the transatlantic. So no, don't try to put your own definition on what African American history is. We asking what the fuck Wikipedia got to say about it. All right? And they saying that African American history is just the point in time in history when African Americans were enslaved and brought from Africa across seas to the Americas. Okay? This is African American history. All right? Keep that term African American in right here. Don't let it go nowhere. Don't let it go nowhere. Keep it right there. All right? Keep it right there. Keep it right there. That's African American history. All right? Keep it right there. Now, what is Latin American history? I'm going to pull it up, but real quick, I'm going to just let y'all know what it is, and I'm going to still pull it up. Latin American history, when Spain and France invaded the gods of southern Atlantis. Okay? What is Latin American history? When Spain and France invaded the gods of southern Atlantis. I'm going to just put that shit in a quick synopsis for you right now, and then I'm going to pull it up for you. But what is Latin American history? Yeah, because we think we African Americans, right? And we think we Latin Americans, right? We finna break all this down right now. Right here, right now. Okay, so we on what is Latin American history, and I'm telling you, Latin American history is nothing more than when Spain and France, who is Spain? Caucasians. Who is France? Caucasians. So when Spanish conquistadors, all Caucasians, all white people, okay? When Spain and France invaded the gods of southern Atlantis, okay? Southern Atlantis, okay? What's southern Atlantis? Southern America, okay? Now let's flip it around. Let's go to Wikipedia. Let's see what Wikipedia got to say, Okay? Real quick before we keep going. What you say? I thought you said something. All right. Stay focused. Let's see what Wikipedia got to say. All right? About what is Latin American history. Okay. We right to the point, baby. We right to the point, people. Look. What is Latin American history was the question that we typed in Google. And what did we get back? Latin American history is the history of Latin America. The history of the region from the pre-Columbian period, including colonization by the Spanish and Portuguese beginning in the 15th century. The 19th century wars of independence and developments to the end of the 20th century. Okay. So let me read that back again one more time, y'all, before we keep going. All right. What is Latin American history? Latin American history is the history of Latin America. History of the region from the pre-Columbian period and including colonization by the Spanish and Portuguese beginning in the 15th century. 15th century is when, people? 1492. Okay, but what I want y'all to focus on, Spanish and Portuguese. Who were the Spanish and Portuguese? White people. All right, let's keep going. What defines Latin America? All right, Latin America generally refers to territories in the Americas where the Spanish, Portuguese, or French languages prevail. Why Spanish, French, and Portuguese? Because the Spanish, French, and Portuguese conquered Latin America. Okay, what's called Latin America, all right? But before, hold on, including Mexico, most of Central and South America, and in the Caribbean, Cuba, the Dominican Republic, Haiti, and Puerto Rico. All right? All right? So, let me read that one more time before we keep getting on their ass. Latin America, what is Latin America? It generally refers to the territories in the Americas where the Spanish, Portuguese, or French languages prevail. And this includes Mexico, most of Central and South America, the Caribbean, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Haiti, and Puerto Rico, right? That's what they consider to be Latin America, all right? Now, what you got to focus on is Latin America, in these territories where the Americas is, that's because they speak what languages, y'all? Spanish, Portuguese, or French. Who were the Spanish? What were they? What were they? Caucasians. Who were the Portuguese? Fuck all these fancy names. Caucasians. Who were the French? Fuck more fancy language, more fancy names. Caucasians. Where my Latinos at? Who talking about they ain't black? And where my black people at who talking about why you merging Latinos? Stay your ass in here right now. Okay? This was this portion of the university is for, specifically designed for y'all. All right? So when we looking up what even defines Latin America, they telling you, all right, it refers to territories in the Americas. Okay? So these are the territories that the Spanish, Portuguese, and French conquered. Okay? So when you talking about I'm a Latino, all right, and you said Latin America, right? We talking about territory that was taken from the original people. All right? Now, who were the original people in those continents? I mean, on that land. Who was the original people on that land? All right? Who was the original people on that land? Who was the original people on that land? For all my Latinos talking about they Latino. Because that land was not called Latin America, all right, until the Spanish and the mother. Let me flip it around. Now we getting deep. All right? Now we getting deep. Time to talk my shit. All right, since you Latino, right? All right, Latin America, it says right here, is a group of countries and dependencies in the Western Hemisphere where Romance languages. Why is it called Romance? Because it comes from Roman. All right, who were the Romans? Whites, but let's keep going. Where Romance languages, such as Spanish or Portuguese, are predominantly spoken. All right, why is Spanish and Portuguese predominantly spoken right here in this continent of Southern America? Because it was conquered by the Spanish, the French, and the Portuguese. And these were white people, white men, okay? White men. And after they conquered Southern America, all right, they renamed it Latin America because they spoke Latin in Europe. All right? The term Latin America was first coined by the French Emperor Napoleon. Huh? Nah, bring that ass up. And I feel like DC, bring y'all ass in this bitch. No, don't be on 68 now. Don't be on 68 now, motherfucker. Cause see, we Latinos. Y'all Latinos. Y'all ain't us. And for my black people, why you merging in with us? I'm not merging nothing. I'm telling you the facts of history. Okay? So, it says right here that the term Latin America was first coined by the French Emperor Napoleon. What color was Napoleon? Hold on, I'm not making nothing up. It says the term Latin America was first coined by French Emperor Napoleon's third government in the 1860s. Napoleon III's government. Who is Napoleon? Let's click on Napoleon. There he goes. Is he not white? He doesn't look like a Latino to me. Looks like a white guy. Looks like a white guy, people. Doesn't look like a Latino to me, people. That's Napoleon. He's the one that came up with the term Latin America. Oh, y'all see what happened? Motherfuckers get mad when the truth come out. Y'all see I go with the truth? We don't get mad. Y'all can leave us with 9 people in here. We ain't come to make nobody feel good. We ain't come to make nobody, none of that. Facts. I don't give a fuck how you feel or your mama feel when it comes to this truth. I don't care. I don't care. We are here to uplift the vibration of the planet. All right? We will not know that we guys and that we are one and we are connected if we keep living in these lies thinking that they Latinos and that they blacks and we are separate from each other. That's what we decoding right now. Right? Because it clearly says right here that Napoleon Bonaparte, Napoleon III, was the first to coin the phrase Latin America. And what color was he? There goes Napoleon. There's Napoleon, the guy that created Latin America. The term looks like a white guy to me, George. Looks like a white guy to me, George. Doesn't look Latino to me. Doesn't look like any of my Puerto Rican brethren or Cuban or Dominicans. They have a whole different glow to them. Let me repeat. Latinos have a whole different glow to them. What they are calling Latinos, some of the most beautiful complexions you'll ever see. Why? Because they have a different glow to them. They have carbon too, people. We had all different type of pigmentations with this carbon. Then they have, that's why. Okay? So, when we talk about Latin America, you talk about that land wasn't even called that. Okay? That's what they called the land after they slaughtered the people who lived on the land originally. So, you want to say you're a Latino again? Because if you're a Latino, then you say you're white. And you're not white. You're not a white American. And they will never treat you like one. So you want to keep believing you're a Latino? It's okay to use the phrase, but you need to know where the fucking term come from. I'm talking to my Latinos and my blacks. So we can break down this bullshit. I'm tired of y'all inboxing me while y'all merging together. I don't merge nobody together. If they wasn't with us, they not with us. I was hurt to have to leave the Mexicans out. I fuck with Mexicans. I'm like, damn, what you mean Mexicans human beings? I thought they would have been Latinos, but they not. They're part of the human being genome. So I'm not, hey, I just showed y'all motherfucking, y'all like that ain't some deep shit. That's big because he coined the whole phrase. Let's pull it back up. He coined the whole phrase Latin America. There we go. Let's go back. Let's go back. That's Napoleon III. All right. We on Wiki, right? Oh, don't say they lying now. All right. Hold on. Don't say they lying now. Now that we're doing some research, a little bit of research, the term Latin America was first coined by the French Emperor Napoleon III's government. All right. Period. All of that, none of that shit was Latin America. None of this was Latin America. None of this. From Mexico all the way down to South America. Right? None of that shit was Latin America. They came and killed all them people on that land and renamed it Latin America. And then gave it Latin love language names. Like Puerto Rico and Mexico and Brazil and Quebec and facts. Facts. The Dominicans and Cubans and facts. Like, I'm not lying to y'all about nothing. There is no such thing as a motherfucking Latino. Facts. What they are calling Latinos are other black people, if you want to call them that. And then I'm about to show you that there is no such thing as an African American. So we are not African Americans. Neither are we Latin Americans. We are gods and goddesses. That's the true name of our species. Okay? So you saying you're a Latino, but look, there you go right there for you. That came from Napoleon. And Latin America is a group of countries and dependencies in the Western, there go Western again because they conquered the original people, where Romance languages such as Spanish or Portuguese are predominantly spoken. All right? All right? You want to keep saying you're a Latino and you speak Spanish? That's not your real language and that's not your real history. They lied to y'all too. You see, do y'all see it? And I hope my quote-unquote African Americans is watching, seeing this. Because y'all are gods and goddesses, but I'm just trying to show you why you're not a Latino or you're not no African American. We on Latin America right now. All right? To show you that Latin America was renamed Latin America after they killed the original people on the fucking continent of what's now called Latin America. Dog, that was the Inca territory and the Mayans and shit. Fuck is you talking about? And what was their pigmentations? What was their pigmentations? They looked like us. They look like the blacks and Latinos of today. You want to know what the Mayans look like? Go to the Dominican Republic. Go to Cuba. You want to know what the Incas look like? Hey, look at your modern day African Americans. Ain't no such thing as Latin America. It is, but that's a coin that they put on more of us. I told y'all they landed, conquered us, and then divided us. Hey, y'all Latin Americans, y'all African Americans, y'all Jamaicans, y'all Belizeans, y'all that, y'all Puerto Ricans. The simple divide and conquer technique. Now we sit here today, right? I ain't gonna Latin America. I mean, what you mean? Latin America. I mean, Latinos and blacks the same. Because I'm finna show you they the same by letting you know they don't even fucking exist. There's no such thing as a Latino. And I told you the word Latino comes from the root word Latin, which was not what people. It was a language, not a people. I'm lying. Y'all know I love Wikipedia. I like pulling Wikipedia up sometimes to show y'all. All right. What was Latin? All right. So we know what Latin America is, but what was Latin? Let me pull it up and I'm gonna flip the camera around. What was Latin? Hey, what was Latin? Since we lying, what was Latin? Y'all know them Latinos be moving too, don't they? Be grooving. Suavemente, be suave. They be jamming. Fuck you talking about? You lying? They say they don't, and they food be good. Why? Just like our food be good, and we be jamming, right? We be hitting them drums too, right? Cause we from the same. Fuck you talking about? Caliente and reggaeton and what the fuck reggaeton? What you talking about? Caribbean? What that's us? We all one. Ain't no such thing as no African American and no Latin American. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to see. They lied to us. We are one. They divided us and gave us different motherfucking names. What is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Teeny. Latin is a language. But I already got it pulled up though. What does Latin mean? Okay, here we go. Now, what does Latin mean? Latin is a name given to a person who was born in Latin America. But we already know what Latin America is, don't we? Right? The countries that was named that speak Portuguese, French, or Spanish after their conquerors. All right? Fuck is she talking about? Factuals, okay? Now, the root word of Latino, what's another root? How did Latin get its name? The name Latin derives from the Italic tribal group named Latini that settled around the 10th century BC in Latinium, and they were white people. In the dialect spoken by these people, the Italic languages form a Centium subfamily of the Indo-European language family, right? Because Latin is what? One of the European love languages. Latin was never a people. Latin is what? European love language, people. European love language, people. That's what Latin is. Latin is a member of the broad family of Italic languages. Its alphabet, the Latin alphabet, emerged from the old Italic alphabets, which in turn were derived from who? The Greek and Phoenician scripts. We back to Greeks. I told y'all, their history don't go no further than motherfucking Greeks. I'm talking about human beings. Fuck. That's what Latin is. Right here in y'all face. Right in your face. Right in your face. Okay? Latin was never a people. It was a language. So how is it a group of people named Latinos? Thank you. And Latin America, that was never the name of that piece of land. That was part of Atlantis. But they conquered that motherfucker, the Spaniards, the Portuguese, and the French. And as a result, they taught everybody their love languages. And that's why Latin America is what? It's not considered Latin America. Latin America is the name given to who? The countries that speak Spanish, French, and Portuguese. So when you say you a Latin American or you a Latino, you call yourself white. Fuck. Yeah, you is. And I told y'all who coined the term first. Napoleon. Napoleon, the motherfucking third. They showed you his bitch ass, but we gonna bring him back up. We gonna bring his ass back up. Cause Napoleon coined the term Latin America. Fuck. And Napoleon don't look he don't look Latin to me. Napoleon look white than a motherfucker. Fuck you talking about? Oh, so y'all hey, Napoleon, huh? That he look like you? Do he look like you? I'm talking to my Latin Americans. Do he look like you? I'm finna flip the camera around. On my son, you know he don't look like you. His ass do, however, look like Donald Trump first uncle. Fuck is you talking about? Look at his ass. He ugly as hell. What did you talk? Look at him. That's Napoleon. That's the first. There we go. Well, that's Napoleon the third. Hold on. That's Napoleon. Hold on. It was Napoleon the third. Hold on. My bad, team. I don't want to do that. I don't want to. Hold on. Napoleon the third. There we go. That was Napoleon's son. Same shit, though. It's going to be the same shit. You feel what I'm saying? Look. Let's run him down real quick, team. Let's run his stats down. Let's run him on down. Because, this the guy. Hold on. Let's click on Wikipedia, y'all. This is the guy that coined the whole fucking phrase Latin America. All right? So, why he want to coin and phrase some shit, y'all should be looking like him then if this y'all forefather, because he the motherfucker that made up the terminology. That boy white, boy. What y'all talking about? Look at him. Uncle Steve looking ass. What is you talking about? He don't look like no Latinos I ever met in my life. Ever. He don't, and that's what y'all got to start paying attention to. Y'all want to cite somebody as y'all forefathers, the motherfucker don't even look like you. He don't even look like you. How did your daddy, but you don't look nothing like him? No, shit, that ain't my baby. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's how you would be in real life. So why the fuck is we as Latin Americans believing this shit? You don't look nothing like this nigga, but you wanna ride with the nigga and be like, oh yeah, that's my daddy. You know, that's my daddy. Cause that's what the fuck you saying when you saying I'm a Latin American. What you should be doing is getting pissed off about them lying to you about you. Fuck, that's the nigga that coined the phrase Latin America, Napoleon III. And his ass is white as hell. His ass, look at him. Look at his ass. Fuck is you talking about that like Bill Clinton with a, he like the motherfucking Colonel Sanders. What is you talking about? He don't look Latino to me. Look at him. Let me zoom in. Look at him. Yeah, what Latino you know look like that? What Latino you know look like that? Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't give a fuck who mad. I don't give a fuck who mad. What you talking about? Oh, y'all thought when we was on the history, that was the class, huh? Don't disrespect me like that, man. Y'all know I get deep, man. I don't fuck around. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who get upset. Cause see, y'all gonna stop saying y'all Latinos. And then my other guys and goddesses that are African Americans, y'all gonna stop inboxing me talking about why am I merging? I see people commenting all on my YouTube like, what you doing? You merging in with us. No, I ain't merging shit with shit. I don't do that. If you ain't with us, you ain't with us. But if you with us, you with us. If you with us, you with us. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not just gonna exclude them because you got a personal issue with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to do that. If the research concludes back that Latinos are a part of us, they are a part of us. That's just what it is, man. You feel me? Like I'm not making shit up. Facts. You feel me? They are a part of us. You feel me? I'm trying to show you that these original Latin motherfuckers who are the forefathers of Latin America, these motherfuckers like goddamn it Brent Berry, motherfucking goddamn it Woody Harrelson. You know what I'm saying? Look at these motherfuckers. Look at them. That's how y'all do. Look at them, man. Like, miss me with all the goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't coming for no goofy shit. You feel me? Like, I got kids. I ain't got time for goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I came to teach and uplift. You feel me? Like, period. You feel me? Oh, let's flip the camera around. Let's flip the camera around. Look, like I said, what is Latin American history? Basically, if you want to know what Latin American history is in a nutshell, where my pointer at? Where's my pointer at? Well, I'm trying to point to some shit, and now, okay, here we go. This is my pointer. All right. What is Latin American history if you want to know? And look at they ass. Do he look Latino to you? Look at him. Well, look, nothing Latino about that man. Look at them. Look at that. Look at these flags that they came in. That's basically Latin America is when Spain and France invaded the gods of southern Atlantis and killed them and took over. That's what Latin American history really is. And then they renamed our gods and goddesses that was in that continent to fucking Dominicans and Cubans and shit and Haitians but if you notice, have y'all ever noticed how all these people I'm naming, y'all know South Americans get mistreated. They done burnt the whole Amazonian rainforest. They mistreating people all down in Peru. What did you talk about? Like, they be shitting on them, don't they? Fuck is y'all talking about? Like, I ain't got a lot. You feel me? Don't try to make me sound like I ain't no sellout. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you feel me? Look, I'm here, ain't I? Giving y'all this raw. Feel me? Ain't worried about Mark Zuckerberg or none of them. You feel me? I'm here to let y'all know because when December 21st hit, you got to catch on. We upgriffing. The DNA is being upgraded. We got to get in this zone. We got to break from this history spell, this religious spell. So that's why I'm diving into this shit. You feel me? They steady showing you motherfuckers that look like Colonel Sanders and everybody else. And they want to quote history to them. Herodotus, the father of history and shit. That nigga ain't my father, so he can't tell me no history about me. Or you. He don't look nothing like me. So how can he tell me about me? He should. People asking me, why should we talk to the ancestors? What? Why should we talk to the ancestors? Because they look like you. Because they are you. They are your real family, your real spiritual family. Not these motherfuckers that's white. Everybody they showing you a God don't look nothing like your ass. What is you talking about? Everything that's named after some shit don't look nothing like you. Why are we breaking down Latin and all we seeing is white people? That's not right. You got a whole group of people walking around calling themselves and identifying as Latin Americans and shit. We know what American break down to. Like, goddamn. You feel me? Like, come on, man. Let's use our third eyes and our brains now. Come on, let's keep going. Where does the term American come from? Y'all know who that is? And it's so fucked up. Cause let's look it up though, family. Let's look it up. Let y'all look at me while I'm looking it up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, babe. Hey, what you cooking for dinner? I know you in there whipping something up. I hear the wifey in the kitchen. I hear water running. I'm back here on the live like, ooh, let me go even harder because wifey finna whip something up. There's some something in there. Some tuna, some something. I hear water running. You feel me? But let's stay focused, class. You feel me? Zaza, you want to give me a hug? Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Say hi, everybody. Hi. Hi. I don't mean to interrupt that's class. I just want to say hi to everybody. Hi. All right, man. No, man, don't come here touching stuff, son. Little me. Let's stay focused, y'all. Stay focused, all right? So we was on Napoleon III. We was on Napoleon III, right? We was on Napoleon III, y'all. You feel me? Hold on. No, we wasn't. See, my son came and just threw me off with his love, but I take it though, because if I ain't got time for my son, I ain't got time for nothing. You hear me? I be teaching my son this. He be sitting here. I'm telling y'all, he'll hit something for y'all. Like y'all think he my age. Let's stay focused. So this is where we was at. All right. So, damn, where the pointer go? Man, listen, I will use some tweezers. I'm from the hood. I will be tweezing, pointing some shit out. Oh, here you go. Here we go. All right. So, look, where does the term American come from? All right. So let's go on out. That's what we was on. Let me flip the camera back on me. That's where we was at. Now my thoughts snap back. There we go. All right. So let me look it up while y'all looking at me. You know what I'm saying? Where does the term? And look, what I be wanting y'all to do too, like when y'all in the comments, because I don't really read the comments because they distract me. Certain comments catch me and I see it and I respond, but I try not to read the comments, y'all. What is the term? Not on no uppity shit. I just be trying to stay focused. You know what I'm saying? And get the lecture. All right. So where does the term American come from? Boom. So we pulling it up right now. Where does the term American come from? All right, let's go. So, America is named after Amerigo Vespucci, the Italian explorer who set forth the then revolutionary concept that the lands that Christopher Columbus sailed to in 1492 were part of a separate continent. America. All right. Let me read it again. So America, what does the term American come from? America is named after Amerigo Vespucci. So he right in your face. So we sitting there calling ourselves Latin Americans, right? And African Americans. So this your forefather, huh? This what you look like, huh? Because there go Amerigo right there. Another white person. Another Caucasian male. And I'm not racist. I'm stating motherfucking facts. All right? So we calling ourselves Latin Americans and African Americans, but the term American comes from Amerigo Vespucci. Okay? And you don't look nothing like him. Neither do I. So we ain't no motherfucking Americans. You're not no American. This man came and conquered your ancestors. Did you forget? He came and conquered your ancestors. And they rewarded him by naming this continent that's our land after his bitch ass. Fuck. You feel me? Y'all don't feel me. Why you talk about, I'm a Latin American? I'm African American. You got your tie straight, you going to work with your shoulders, bro. I'm African American. No, you ain't. You a goofy when you saying that to yourself, about yourself. Goofy. That's what you sound like. Because you are naming yourself American. Look at him. Look at him. Do he look like you? Do he look like you? Do he look like me? So. And you talking about why they say they killing you in the street? Why the police killing black people? Hey, ain't that what the forefathers did? Ain't that what he did? Ain't that how we got America? Amerigo Vespucci? Christopher Columbus? Oh yeah, we forgot our history. We forgot the history they taught us in school. Why are they killing black people? Why are they mistreating Latinos and blacks? Did they not wipe out a whole fucking country of gods and goddesses and rename that bitch Latin America? Did they not tell you that you were a Latino? A Puerto Rican? A Dominican? Yeah, they did. They did. After killing your forefathers. Wiped the land with their blood. And then told you, you a Latin American. And you walk around and said proudly, I'm a Latino, I'm a Latin American. African American, same way. That's why we pulled up, what is African American history? What the fuck is an African American? We know who that was named after, right? Scipio Africanus. Who was Scipio Africanus, family? Was he not white? If you don't believe me, for class sake, because we got new people in the class every time, y'all. So for those of y'all who know, we just bet, you know what I'm saying? Just bet, you know what I'm saying? But who was Scipio? Scipio Africanus. Because see, we not paying attention to the pigmentations of these motherfuckers that they tell you about in history. In their history spell. Scipio. There we go. Here we go. When you calling yourself an African. There we go. Scipio Africanus, baby. Conquered your people. Conquered and killed your people. All right? What'd he do? Was a Roman general who is often regarded as one of the greatest military commanders and strategists of all time. Hold on. Look how they word. Look how they word they bitch ass people that conquer us. Let me read it back to you. Who was Scipio Africanus? A Roman, that means he was white, a Roman general who is often regarded as one of the greatest military commanders and strategists of all times. Now I want y'all to pay attention to why they call him one of the greatest of all times. Keep reading. Let's keep reading. Why is he one of the greatest? Because he is best known for defeating Hannibal in the final battle of Zama. The victory was one of the feats that earned him the Agamenon Africanus. African, huh? You an African, huh? You an African. They just told you that Africa was named after Scipio Africanus. And he was a Roman general who defeated your ancestors. Matter of fact, he considered one of the greatest military commanders and strategists of all time. Why? Why they consider him that? Because he defeated Hannibal. Who was Hannibal? A carbonated being. A carbonated being. And by defeating Hannibal, they gave him the whole continent of what they now call Africa. Because of him killing your ancestors, who were the Atlanteans. And they killed them. And he was the general that led that march. And he did such a good job that they named the continent after him. So now we know why it's called Africa, if we did not know. And then when they showed you Hannibal in their movies, what color was he? White again. And then they made him seem like a fucking serial killer. Yeah, because he was fucking their ass up. Facts. And this was all after the fall. This was all after the Great Invasion of 1492. Come on, man. I don't be fucking around with y'all when I'm telling y'all gods and goddesses. You ain't no fucking African American. Now do you see why I'm calling you a god? I'm telling you your species name. They told you was an African American. When you are an Anunnaki god. Now tell them to prove to you how you are American. I'm proving to you how you not. How you not no Latin American or African American. Name yourself after two white people. Scipio Africanus and Amerigo Vespucci. I'm African American, y'all. Hey. Yeah. I got a good job. Went to college. African American. This matrix we suffer from is real, my people. It's spelled deep. Because when people call themselves African Americans, they speaking that energy over themselves. You know what I'm saying? And Latino Americans, and they confused and they lost. That ain't light. Don't ever call yourself no African American again. I just proved to you where the names came from. So you got carbonated skin and you gonna call yourself, you gonna name yourself after some motherfuckers that came and killed you for the same carbon and try to get it and conquered you. And it's still doing it to this day. And they know you finna shift, so they running scared right now. And you wanna hold up motherfucking signs and protest and march and shit. Preserve your energy. War is imminent. I repeat, preserve your energy. War is imminent. I'm just helping y'all remember. You don't have to remember. Because we are in the middle of war. It's imminent. And whether you believe or not, you're going to shift. And all these lies, and all this religion, and all this programming that they put in our blood will cease to exist. That's why I made the status earlier. No more laws. They made law. Man-made law that they don't even follow. We give them power by following their man-made laws. Because you fear. As if it isn't more of us than them. That fear has kept us enslaved. I don't honor their man-made laws. They know it. I'm not even going to give you no reason to come approach me. But I'm not honoring y'all man-made laws. They out here killing kids, raping kids, eating kids. You think I'm going to be a citizen and honor their laws of the land? That shit over with. I only honor the laws of the universe. No more man-made laws from humans who have been nothing but parasites to this planet since they landed. No more nuclear weapons that humans have created to destroy the planet and the oxygen levels in the atmosphere of the planet. No more killing of our innocent animals and tricking us into wearing them as cloth and eating them. No more religions that were designed to divide us against each other. The Christians and the Muslims have been killing each other since they started this medieval time bullshit, religion shit. Facts. Go research the Christian Crusades. Cause see, we on history right now. We merging into religion. We tackling the history religion spell right. We tackling both. We merging all this together. Same like. You know, we moving into powerful energy, celestial bodies that are fast approaching us right now. We see the planet shifting all around us. They're not gonna tell y'all that California is gonna be the first to go. They're not gonna tell y'all that. They're not gonna tell y'all about why you need to prepare for food shortages before we shift fully. They're not gonna tell y'all that. All right? They're not gonna tell y'all that type of stuff. You know, I'm explaining to you why we shifting. I'm explaining to y'all the true history that has been hidden from you. True esoterical facts that has been hidden and kept from y'all. And stay focused. All right? Where does the term African come from? We already know. Scipio Africanus. They have named this whole continent after them. After killing one of our ancestors, turned around and named the whole continent after him. All right? Look at it. Killed them, then named the whole continent after him. You got all these people living over here right now that's thinking they Africans. If they don't know. But I'm sure some of them do. All right? These are more of our people. They have enslaved. But they call this whole region Africa. And they got us believing that we all come from right here. Why? Because they don't want us to know that the whole planet is ours. No, we don't all come from right motherfucking here. We were spread out over the whole planet. All right? And they came through portals and conquered us. That's what happened. And then divided us and gave us different European names. Let's keep going. Where does the term Latino come from? We already know. Latino comes from the root word Latin. Latin was never a people, it was a language, a European love language. Let's keep going. Now, what is a historian? Look at his face, because when you go on Wikipedia and look up historian, they're going to show you, most of the times, they're going to show you an older Caucasian male standing by some books. All right? So, even when you tell yourself, if somebody said right now, I'm a historian, and you tell somebody I'm a historian, the first thing they're going to expect to see when they look me up is this white guy. Because remember, they program the neurochemistry of our brains through the retinas of the images. So the images make you look down upon yourself. Your whole life, I've been showing y'all we working through history, right? And we ain't seen nothing but Caucasian faces. We ain't seen no black faces yet. We have not seen black faces yet. Okay? So what they're doing is they're programming you to believe that your species is dumb. To believe that your species has no creative levels. To believe that your species, blacks and Latinos, have never did anything. Even to this day, when we Google historian, I would have to put in black historian for a picture to come up. But when we Google historian, what picture comes up? That picture right there. Now, let's find out, right, what the definition of historian is. Because we still trying to figure out about history. All right, we seeing how they lie, how we found out where Africa got its name from and where Latin America get its name from. And, you know, so we get to the bottom of their bullshit. All right, now, what is a historian? Let's see what they got to say. Yeah, we think we know. But let's just see. All right? What is a historian? All right? Right here. They say a historian, let's zoom in a little bit, an expert in or student of history. Hold on. An expert in or student of history, especially that of a particular period, geographical region, or special phenomenon. Let me zoom back out a little bit. Let me read that again. What's a historian? An expert in or student of history, especially that of a particular period, geographical region, or social phenomenon. Okay? Now let's go right here and see what they say about what a historian is on Wikipedia. All right? We can just read right here. A historian is a person who studies and writes about the past and is regarded as an authority on it. Historians are concerned with the continuous methodical narrative and research of past events as relating to the human race, as well as the study of all history and time. So that's a historian. All right? So the historians, we know what a historian is right now, right? All right, keep that in your mind. I want y'all to keep that in y'all mind. That historians are people that are looked at. Look at, there go another European with a book. All right? These ain't images I tried to pull up. I Googled, and these are the images that was coming up. But we finna check something out right now. A lot of things finna click right now, all right? I want to show y'all something. So let's look up a list of historians, right? We know that historians are important people that basically write down what history is and they take notes about it, and they are people who are respected. People normally respect historians' versions of history, and they are held in high regard, okay? So let's look up a list of historians, all right? What is a list, all right? And I'm going to do a little bit of it for y'all, but it's going to be a part of y'all homework. I want y'all to check something out. A list of historians, all right? This gonna blow y'all. This gonna blow the corn off y'all motherfucking cob right now. Let's click on it. All right, here we go. What is a list of historians? This is a list of historians only for those with a biographical entry in Wikipedia. Major chroniclers and analysts are included. Names are listed by the person's historical period. The entries continue with specializations. All right. Now, these are, I want y'all to go on Wikipedia, right? They have a list of all the historians from each time period. Okay. So in the antiquity age, which would be the Greco-Roman world, look at, these are some of the historians. You see Herodotus, Xenophon, Thucydides. All right. And on down and down. All right. But the first thing you're going to notice, we can just click on a random one, right? We can click on a random one, right? They're going to all be white. Look, white. These are all your historians. Let's just run down some of them. If they got a picture of them, look, white. These are all your historians. Now, ask yourself this. History is being told by these people, right? These are your historians. These are your people who they know the most about history, right? Let's just click on some of them. Like, if they do got a picture, I want y'all to notice how each and every one of these motherfucking historians are Caucasian. White. Why is every fucking historian white? Why is and we all the way in Greek times now? Let's go to China. We know Asians are what? Human beings too. So Asians, they ass count. Now let's go to the Middle Ages. We in the Middle Ages. Look. As soon as we get to Constantine, this the guy who changed the Sabbath too, y'all. If y'all ain't know. For y'all real religious people. Constantine. He's also considered a historian. He's the guy that changed the Sabbath from Saturday to Sunday. All right. But anyway, look at him. Caucasian. White. These are your historians. White. Nasidius, white. Every fucking historian, y'all. Look, I'm just going down the list. 10th century. Let's just go. 12th century. 13th century. We just clicking on random people. White. Look, white. Everybody we click on. White. Islamic world. We know what the Arabs are, so we ain't got to click on them. Renaissance period. They all gonna be white, y'all. You ain't gonna see nobody black on here. Not one historian, right? And you need to ask yourself, why? Not one historian gonna be on here, people. White. And you think that's by coincidence? White. We going down the list, y'all. We going century to century. White. See, this is what y'all don't take time to do. See, y'all don't take time to go look at the historians who have written history, okay? History is written by historians, all right? And now I'm showing you how all these fucking historians who have written history, the shit that you believe to be true today, are Caucasians, all right? You need to ask yourself, why the fuck is that? Right? You need to ask yourself, why am I trusting people that who enslaved and killed my ancestors? All right? They didn't mean my ancestors no good. They definitely never meant my ass no good. If I came and killed your motherfucking ass, do I mean your child any good? No, I do not. Let's stay focused though. Let's stay focused, people. Oh yeah, see, the truth will set a motherfucker free. People don't want to be set free. That's on them. Every historian, y'all, is Caucasian. And once again, this is not racism. This is me pointing out facts. This is me getting you to see something. Why is history whitewashed? Look at it. Every historian white. That's not weird to y'all. That's not weird to y'all. They don't sit with y'all. They don't. So you telling me Caucasians the only one know some shit? Caucasians the only one know some shit, huh? But I'm racist. Now this is called racism, and this is true racism right here. To take history and make it seem like one motherfucking race is responsible for the shit, and they have not changed it to this day. This is what you call white supremacy and real racism. All right. Why is history written by everybody white? Everybody is white. So ain't nobody black or considered Latino made no contributions to history? Okay, you right. Let's keep going, y'all. Because, y'all got faith in America. Y'all Americans, right? Look at these, your forefathers right here. Archibald Ellison, white. Thomas Arnold, white. These are all considered top historians, too. Top historians. All right? Look at them. White. MCA. Talking about the white MCA. Dun, 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 dun. We gonna keep clicking names so y'all can see, because I'm just scrolling down. Now we gonna go to the C's. Now, we better go through this list with somebody black, right? White. E.H. Carr, white. Henry Raymond, white. Antonio Canovas, Del Castillo, why y'all thinking them names be coming from Spanish? Yeah, your Spanish people were white. What color was he? White. Amerigo Castres, Caucasian. Caesar, Caucasian. Nerad, Caucasian. Hiram, Caucasian. Winston Churchill, Caucasian. Augustine, Caucasian. R.G. Collingwood, Caucasian. Julian Corbett, Vladimir, Caucasian. Avery Craven, Edward Shepard. Benedetto Croce, Caucasian. Margaret Campbell, she was Caucasian too. Like, listen, man. I could run down this list all goddamn day, and you ain't gonna find nobody black on here. Nobody. Y'all see how long this list is? Look, y'all. Look how long this list is. Look how long I'm just scrolling. Look, we're gonna go to the bottom of the list. We're gonna scroll all the way to the W's, y'all. Let's see if we can find somebody black. We at the W's now. Let's see. White. Samuel Walker, white. Emmanuel, white. Retina, no picture. Peter, white. Eugene Weber, Sicily. If they do got a picture, notice they are white. All right. Russell, white. Gerard, white. Roberto Weiss, white. Frank, Christopher Watley, John Wheeler, John White, Christopher Wickham, Alexander Wilkinson, white. We in the W's, y'all. We all at the bottom of the list. We just skipped past a million alphabets just to get to this to see if we can find somebody black. Eric Williams, white. GMR Williams, white. Glendale Williams, picture didn't pop up. John Willingham, white. Clyde Wilson, Ian Wilson, Henry Winkler, white. Wolf, John B. Wolf, Michael Wolfson, white. Gordon Wood, white. Michael, I mean, listen, man. Do we have to keep going for you to see that all these fucking historians? Look how long this list is, and nobody black is on there. Nobody black. Nobody black has made any contributions to history, right? And y'all okay with that? If we was on what is a list, look up a list of historians. I didn't see your black ass on there nowhere. I did not see your black or Latino ass anywhere. I didn't see a Puerto Rican. I ain't see an African. I ain't see African American. I ain't see a Dominican. I ain't see a Belize. And we talking about the history spell. These are the same people that conquered you. And you wondering why you not in there? Keep in mind that we invented everything, including them, right? But look at history, though. How they teach this to your kids and to you. Ain't nobody in there black. And I already showed you they lied to you when they told you that you was an African American. And they taught you to name yourself after 2 white people. All your historians who was responsible for writing history, Caucasian males and Caucasian women. You think that's by accident? You know, you do know they lying. But, I mean, ask yourself, do you think that's by accident? Did y'all see how long that motherfucking list was? That shit started from 1300 all the way. Go research a list of stories on your own time. Take your time. You ain't gonna find nobody black on there. Right? And they do the same thing with all of their inventors. So what is African American history again? Oh, yeah, the history of when you was in Africa and they enslaved you and put you on a ship and brought you over here and liberated you. That's what they tell you African American history is. These people that didn't invent shit. Nothing. They don't even have a soul. They are soulless beings, people. They have never invented anything a day in their life. Only thing they ever did was invent a motherfucking lie. Facts. Because why? They are Satan's children. What's Satan's greatest weapon? Lying. He's who? The father of deception. Right? So y'all gonna keep thinking I'm lying when I'm telling y'all that these Caucasians and these Arabs and these Dravidians and Asians, they are human beings and they are all against us. And even the ones that's like acting like they cool, they are because they still benefit off of this system that has hurt us, blacks and Latinos. All right? So we talking about real esoterical facts here. So now one should ask themselves this, right? If I'm not an African American, what am I? If I'm not a Latin American, then what am I? And if I'm not an African or an American, what am I and what is my true history? Those are the questions you should be asking yourself right now. If I'm not a Latin or a Latin American, then what am I? And what is my true history? And that's going to lead you back to the one and only truth, that you are a god and a goddess. And that's the true name of your species. And that these beings came and landed in 1492 and conquered you. All right? Through ancient technology they used against us. All right? It's going to become clearer and clearer to see. All right? Free your mind, people, so we can break free from these programs. All right? But let's stay focused, though. All right? That's where we was at. Let's keep going. What is religion? All right? Now we on religion, because religion is tied in with history. Okay? Religion and history go hand in hand. All right? So people going to have some hurt feelings, but hey, you got to free yourself from this construct. If you really want to ascend, what is religion? And, you know, me coming out of a religious household, you know, it was hard for me to find out this truth about religion, y'all. Organized religion is it's something else. But let's go. Okay, religion. What is religion? The belief in and worship of a superhuman controlling power, especially a personal god or gods. Now, they purposely taught you that religion had to do something with God and gods because, remember, it was designed for who? The gods and goddesses. So they had to trick you into believing that religion is for God, but you are not God. God is outside of you. See, they couldn't deny that God exists, so they couldn't do that. They had to make you believe and make us believe that God was outside of us and that Satan is under the ground. Okay, this is what religion brings about. Religion brings about the whole Adam and Eve story and how Eve is the whole reason the world fucked up. So they trick you into believing that it's a woman's fault, the world fucked up, right? Because they don't like women, right? They have never liked women, right? So these human beings and these reptilians, they don't like women. They despise and hate women, all right? Which is why they created homosexuality back in ancient times, okay? Which is why they created Christmas. But note that in this definition, the religion is the belief in and worship of a superhuman controlling power, especially a personal god or gods, all right? So you got to understand that in religion, they had to tell you that you worship not God and to worship that God to get you to worship and buy into the things that religion pushes you into, all right? Let's keep going. Because religion teaches you to do what? All right? Go outside of yourself, to worship God, pray to Jesus, right? Pray to Jesus is what religion teaches you, okay? So we know what religion is. Let's stay focused. Let's keep diving. What is the etymology of religion? Let's look it up. Let's look it up, people. What is the etymology of religion? All right, let's just dive into it. What is the etymology? Let's see what they got to say. All right. Boom, let's go. All right, so religion. The etymology of the word religion is to bind, all right? So the etymology of the word religion means to bind, okay? What is the root word in religion? According to Max Muller, I just got tongue-tied. I got something in my mouth. According to Max Muller in the 19th century, the root of the English word religion, the Latin religio, was originally used to mean only reverence for God or the gods, careful pondering of divine things, piety, all right? So, all right, now, the etymology... For nothing. I don't want y'all to get this work for nothing, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Listen, I'm trying to let everybody pile back in. I'm trying to see if we can at least get another huncho back in here, because I don't like when they break me off like that. What's up, cuzzo? You see how they do me? Listen, man, I'm surprised they just let me go live again. Listen, y'all, I had to cut the phone on and off like 3 times. Like every time I'm finna get deep and hit my point, man, they be doing that. That's why I'm telling y'all, I need y'all to please, man, subscribe. Yeah, man, subscribe to start sharing this again, man. Let's try to see if we get 100 again, y'all. Like we was just finna hit that point. Like we finna tie some shit together, man.